Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. It's time for the next episode of the Thin Blue Line, which is called Night Shift. So, yep, let's not waste too much time and just get into it. Of course, the Thin Blue Line was a Patreon exclusive, but then I tried putting episode 1 on the YouTube channel with the text and background music, and it made it. So now it's an early access show. Yep. So, if you'd like to get early access to this show without the text and the music on the Patreon, it is available in the cheapest tier, which is $1 a month. But there's also other shows available on the Patreon, depending on which tier you join. But just go have a look. Also, there's a list in the About. If you go to the About section of the Patreon, there is a full list of every show that's either an early access show or a Patreon exclusive show. So all the information you need is in the About section on the Patreon. You just read through that, and then you know exactly what you will be paying for. I might also add a new list to the About section soon with the shows that are available in each tier. But I need to have a think about that. Anyway, let's go. Loving this show at the moment. So far.
No, Susan, I fear that is not convenient. I know he's my son too, even if he does appear to be the love child of a sloth and a warthog. Look, he is not coming to stay with me, and that is absolutely final.
Oh, that's what's going on.
Well, just for a fortnight then.
Went from absolutely not to fortnight.
The problem can be summed up in one word: organised crime.
That's two words.
Stolen in Gasforth are being driven across the channel.
You need a decent underseal.
Local delinquents nick the cars and flog them on to Mr. Big. He's out there, somewhere. A fat cat, spinning his web with his tentacles in every pie.
Shouldn't be too difficult to spot then.
So, gentlemen, night duty. A time when the lamp of justice must shine like a beacon. I trust that you are adequately prepared for the tasks ahead.
I'm at the very peak of my form, sir.
Well, I hope so. For who knows what danger lurks in the fearsome watches of the night. It is our mission to seek it out.
To boldly go where no man has gone before.
Not
Go
quite.
boldly, laddie, don't split your infinitives.
Captain Kirk does.
Captain Kirk regularly accepts figures painted blue with plastic forehead extensions as beings from another planet. I think we may readily dismiss him as an authority on anything.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh, hi, Maggie. You look great. I'm really looking forward to spending the night with you. No, I mean, we'll be on the job together all night.
I know why you like night shifts, Kevin.
Why?
1 second, guys. Just need to find a piece of tissue. Just a drop of liquid spilt on the outside.
It's probably the only time you get to stay out late.
So they're all on the night shift then. Oh yeah, on the night shift you'd have to be dealing with all the piss heads, wouldn't you? Yeah. And the
All right, Goody, what's all this? Another promising contender for the regional heats of Young Delinquent of the Year? Have you been up to, sonny?
I've been up to nothing.
In which case, you must have been up to something.
yeah.
You'll find the English language service
Why are you in a
far
police
better,
station?
laddie, if you use it properly. So, what's he been up to?
Taking without consent Gov
Ah.
to lamppost.
Don't call
Twocking.
me Gov, laddie. It's a short step from saying Gov to using Cockney rhyming slang, and I won't have it. Sorry, Chief.
Chief.
You're even thinking about being sick on my desk. First think about removing this truncheon from your ear hole.
Oh.
Has the doctor been called?
On his way, Gov. Chief boss, sir.
I've called Inspector Grimm, sir. He asked to be informed if we picked up any joyriders.
Joyrider is not...
Is it just me, or is the character that James Dreyfus plays in this a lot like Tom Farrell? You know? But, you know, thing that I learned as I got older, you start seeing the same actors in different things, and you're like, oh, this character's quite similar to the previous one, and then you see them doing like an interview or appear on a talk show, and you realise it's not the characters that are the same, it's just the actor, it's just the way that they act and talk and use their body language and their facial expressions. So is it that? I think it must be that. But then again, I saw an interview with James Dreyfus that was quite recent, only a couple of years old, and he's very laid back and chilled out and casual. He doesn't act like that at all. So I'm confused. That's why I'm confused. Is it the character or is it him? Back then.
Inspector Grimm, sir. He has to be informed if we picked up any joyriders.
Joyrider is not a term I will allow in my station, Constable. This young lout was involved in potentially murderous delinquency.
Well, I'm sorry, Inspector. I was only saying...
I know what you were only saying, Constable. But it's not good enough. Crime is crime and should not be trivialised. What next? Are we to refer to grievous bodily harm as fun punching? Assault with a deadly weapon as a laugh and a stab?
A laugh and a stab?
Occupation?
Ducking, diving, dodging, weave.
Fucking hell, it's Billy Mitchell! Where the hell did that come from? What's his name? Perry Fenwick. Yeah, bloody hell. Billy Mitchell, the runt of the litter. Yeah. Mind you, only until recently. Billy's been standing up for himself quite recently because he's been getting sick of Phil. You know, always having to be the main man. He's been standing up to him because Billy's dad came back, and then three new members of the Mitchell family just arrived in the square about a month ago. So Billy found out that he's got a brother and two nephews that he never knew he had. Well, oh no, he knew he had them. He just hadn't seen them for a long time. Yeah. But yeah, Billy's character, they've really made some dramatic changes in terms of his personality recently. He's been through a lot of shit, you know. Ben Mitchell's in an American prison for an assault he did over there. Lola died of brain cancer. That were awful. That was one of the saddest things I've ever seen in EastEnders. It were horrible. And I liked her as well.
Ducking, diving, dodging, weaving.
So I'll just put total prat, shall I?
All right, Nigel Mansell, empty out your pockets.
Go on, Perry.
You have no right to search me. Now, there you are wrong. I have every right to search you. Indeed, if I suspect you of possessing drugs, I'm entitled to conduct an internal body search involving a rubber glove and a large spoon.
Jesus!
Would you like me to suspect you of possessing drugs?
Yeah. I'd empty me pockets as well.
One ballpoint pen, blue, one contraceptive device, aniseed flavoured.
Aniseed?
2 tickets to a rave, hardly a professional's car-pinching kit. I fear Inspector Grimm will find slim pickings here.
I can't take any more! I'll do it for someone, I swear! You're all dead!
Yes, sir, can I help?
Smack! Gotta have smack!
Certainly. Goody, the gentleman wants a smack. 4, 6, 8, book into whip!
Oh, distraction technique. Very good.
Please.
Constable Goody, are you chewing? I'm going to ask you that question again, Goody. But before I do so, I want you to consider the consequences of deliberately lying to a superior officer whilst on duty. Those consequences include dismissal, loss of pension, ostracism within the community,
Loss of pension.
and in all probability a lifelong dependency on prescription antidepressants. Now let's try again. Are you chewing, laddie?
Yes, I am. Helps me think.
I can't say I'd noticed.
He's cuffed, sir.
All right, Abby, well done. Take the man down. Cold showers, exercise, and regular roughage help a man think, Goody. Not Wrigley's juicy fruit. I don't know how my officer's going about the place like louts.
Louts? Oh my god, he's having some chewing gum. Fucking chill out. Christ. What's wrong with a copper chewing some chewing gum? If anything, it's beneficial to the service. Because, you know, some people chew chewing gum to help reduce how much they need to smoke. So the less time he's out having a fag break, the more readily available he is in the station to do whatever he needs to do.
I love how my officers going about the place like louts. What do you think we have plainclothes men for? Now swallow it.
He made him swallow a piece of chewing gum.
Let me tell you, I shall be glad when we're tucked up in bed together.
Really, Raymond?
Oh, yes, certainly. I shall be out like a light. I expect you will too.
But sometimes, before we go to sleep, wouldn't it be nice to share a moment of excitement together?
By all means, darling. I'll tell you what I could do.
Oh, God.
I could read you another chapter of King Solomon's Mind. Constable Goody, have you run mad?
The veins in his head are popping out!
What's the matter, boy?
I think it's
He must be proper straining there. The veins in his head are popping out.
talking, Inspector. It's that bubblegum you made him swallow. Bend over, Kevin. Head below your chest.
Well done, Habib. Great heavens, what's the man swallowed? A bubblegum-flavoured elephant?
You're not supposed to use a fist, you're supposed
Give
to,
it to me.
you know, cover as much surface with your hand as possible and smack the back for choking, not punch someone in the spine with your fist, you silly cow.
Now, fist clenched, thumb inward, between navel and breastbone, other hand on fist.
Don't
Pull up
break his
sharply
ribs.
To force the upper abdomen against the lower lungs. Thus driving out the remaining air.
Go on, sir. Force it up.
I'm trying to...
I'm trying to force it up!
What's this then, fella? Some bizarre uniform branch initiation?
Oh, thank you, sir.
Sorry to spoil your fun, Raymond.
Carry on, Constable.
That didn't look right at all, did it?
Police work. Remember it? Where's this car thief?
Not necessarily a thief, Derek. In this country, a person is innocent until a judge or jury find him otherwise.
I'm trying to force it
Don't we
up!
hate all that fannying about?
Fannying about!
Why don't they change it round? Presume everybody in the country is guilty of something, which most of them are, and lock them up.
The entire population?
Certainly the entire population. Then anyone who can, to the satisfaction of a senior judge, prove themselves to be wholly and fundamentally innocent would be released. There'd be a bit less fannying about then, wouldn't there?
Alright, calm down, Stalin. Fucking hell.
Oh, sure. Here we have proof of reincarnation.
Turning into Keir Starmer. Two-tier Starmer.
Stalin has come back as an English developer.
Oh,
I do
Stalin!
not advocate a police state, fella.
No, you just want to see everyone live in abject fear of authority.
Well, it would be nice. Now,
Communist.
where's this young lout?
He's with the doctor. His head is cut.
Diddles. Get him out here. I haven't got all night. I've got a wife and kids to get home to.
Until the doctor is satisfied,
buggers.
nobody is seeing him.
Obstructing CID in the course of an investigation, fella. It's a very serious offence, that. I've half a mind to charge you.
You have half a mind, full stop.
Wow.
Endangering the life of a suspect by denying him proper medical care is also a serious offence.
Right. Well, you can mollycoddle the scum of the streets if you want. I need my kid. I've got a lot of important meetings tomorrow. Good night.
Important meetings. Where does he think he's going? Scotland Yard? I doubt it.
Well, I shall certainly be glad to get out of here tonight. Oh, God, a bit of peace. No noise, no distractions, no revolting kids.
Not quite.
Lovely. No revolting kids at all.
How old is his son? Oh, is it going to be classic sitcom stroppy teenager, grown man, or actual child?
Except Bill.
What?
Didn't I tell you? My son Bill's coming to stay for a few weeks. His mother's sick of him.
His mother's sick of him.
That's nice, isn't it?
That's nice, isn't it?
I bought a new nightie today, Raymond. Couldn't resist it. It's so silky. It's called Satin Passion.
He couldn't be less
I know it's
arsed.
extravagant, but it was in the sale. £60.
What?
Now he's interested.
Take it off right now.
Do you really want me to?
I most certainly do. That's going straight back to the shop. £60? Well, there's hardly anything to it. Really, Patricia, if you're going to spend that kind of money on a garment, you might at least purchase
That's
something
the
vaguely
point.
functional. Wandering around in that, you'll catch your death.
Yes, usually, but she's expecting you to do something to keep her warm.
I suggest you change it for something knee-length. In flannelette.
Thought you might like it. Thought it might turn you on.
What will turn this man on? He could not be less arsed.
I think you've known me long enough to realize that a reckless disregard for the value of money is scarcely likely to excite me. I'm all for the occasional rash and exuberant gesture of frivolity. But £60 for a wisp of chiffon and a shoelace is palpably absurd. Now, if you'll excuse me, I will return to my book.
Raymond, I feel like a dried up old prune.
Now, there's a thought, Patricia. Delicious and very good for the bowel. I'll have one if you're going downstairs.
Raymond, you're not listening to me.
Wow.
We are not the first, and we won't be the last couple to have problems with our sex life.
We do not have problems.
We do not have a sex life.
In which case, I really don't see how there can be a problem with it.
That is the problem.
Really, Patricia, you're not making sense.
You can't just ignore it, Raymond. I wanted to see a sex therapist.
Oh, please, not that again.
We need help.
We do not.
You clearly do.
I'm quite capable of satisfying the woman I love without instructions from a total stranger sitting on a beanbag.
Well, do it then. Beanbag.
Then let's do it. I want seeing to. I want servicing. I want to be ravished right now with the lights on and your socks off. If you love me, show me you love me. You used to. What's changed?
Nothing's changed. Look,
Well, I must admit that's a bit of a thing with me. I'm not a fan of the lights being on during it. Yeah.
Look, I can't, Patricia. Not now. Not with my boy in the house. I mean, if he were to hear us, you know, I mean, it just feels strange.
That's a pathetic excuse.
That is a pathetic excuse.
We can only hope to curb the excesses of youth if we lead by example and show some self-restraint ourselves.
There's nothing wrong with nookie.
He's still very young and impressionable. Not much older than that lad we've got at the station. He could end up going the same way.
Oh, so he is,
I wonder
right.
what Bill gets up to at night.
Considerably more than we do, I should imagine. I'll see you in the morning.
Not the book. Wow.
Do you want an egg on that?
Yes, thank you, Patricia. That'd be very nice. Yes, well, I like a runny yolk. Good morning, Bill. Patricia and I were just saying how nice it is to have you home. Oh. You're having a friend to stay, are you? Oh, yeah.
Is there a problem?
No, that's lovely. You made up the bed in the spare room, did you? You find the sheets all right? Top shelf, the airing cupboard.
Yeah, sure. Spare bed, right? Yeah.
Not quite.
Well, come on, Bill, you're not being much of a host. Dear me, leaving your friends standing around like that. Get us some toast. We can all sit down and have a nice family breakfast. No, thanks.
No, we're off to round two.
Well, I'm glad we abstained from sex on his behalf.
Oh, come on now, Patricia. Don't jump to conclusions. She's just a pal. Anything more
Right.
intimate-
Is he actually that much of a prude, or is it just barefaced denial to make himself feel better? 'Cause See, it's getting to the point where it's hard to tell which it is.
And then that. They've probably just gone upstairs to revise for exams.
Yeah, if they take biology.
Practical biology, do you think?
Morning, everyone. Carry on.
We've still got that young lad in for twocking.
Twocking, Constable Happy? Twocking? What do you mean?
I mean, taking without consent, Inspector, as in cars.
Then say so, Constable. A criminal charge leaves no room for ambiguity.
Oh my
Start dropping
God.
bits willy-nilly, and where will it end? We might arrest a fella for burglary, drop a couple of letters to save time, and end up charging him for buggery.
Another petition from Lavender Close about the loud sex noises.
Ah, the noisy nympho at number 9.
Great balls of steaming ooja. That woman's still at it. I suppose we better bring her in.
I could ask her to come quietly, I suppose.
There is a place for smutty innuendo, Constable.
Yeah, and it's right here.
That place is on birds of a feather. Winston, I suppose you better bring a foul woman in.
She'll be abusive, sir. She always is.
Then arrest her. Put the handcuffs on her. That might make her think.
I'll tell you what, Frank. Stick them on her ankles. That'll solve the whole thing.
What are we going to do about this young lad in the cell, sir? He's been charged and we can't hold him forever.
Detective Constable Cray, does Inspector Grimm still want to interview this car thief we're holding?
He's at Scotland Yard, sir. This is a nationwide operation. Everything's bigger in CID, isn't it?
Scotland Yard, eh? Huh. I've only ever been to Scotland Yard once.
Really?
One of the best school trips we ever had.
School trip.
Nationwide operation, eh? Blimey. Perhaps I'd better go and have a chat with the lad. All right, Goody, you've spoken to the boy, studied him, no doubt constructed a detailed psychological profile. Have you drawn any conclusions?
Yes, I have, sir.
Good. And what are they?
He's a right little scumbag.
The fact, Goody, that you possess a GCSE in English language casts a dark shadow of doubt across the entire British educational system. And who is he?
Well, he won't give us his name. He says he never sees his family, says his father left home, lives where he likes, does what he chooses. Sad, isn't it? When fathers desert their responsibilities and break families up.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I suppose it is.
Young blokes get married without thinking, get some poor bird up the duff and nap off. Really terrible. How is your ex-wife, sir? And your son?
Well enough, thank you, Goody. Considering the overwhelming social burdens that I place upon them. All right, laddie, don't play games with us, or we can make life pretty difficult for you if you do. Now, give me your name.
However,
Don't say big un.
You see, Goody? A firm, authoritative approach normally bears results. All right, Ivor, what's your surname?
Beacon.
Constable, kindly note, Ivor Biggin. Oh, I see. A comedian.
Yes, sir, he's already named his 2 Scottish associates, Ben Doon and Phil McCavity.
It's come to a funny state
Phil
of affairs
McCavity.
when a woman can't have a bit of rumper in the privacy of her own bedroom.
Ben Doon and Phil McCavity. I know the really old jokes, those boys. Still funny.
It's having it in your back garden that people are objecting. We've done it in the shed. The shed collapsed. In fact, sheds collapsed like dominoes all along Divinity Road. Mr. Jones from number 36 phoned us. He claimed his compost heap was bouncing round the lawn.
Look, Sergeant, you're a woman. You know about a woman's needs. When a woman needs love, she's got to have it. Otherwise, she's just a dried up old prune.
It doesn't doesn't strike me that banging away in the potting shed screaming, "Do it to me, big boy," at the top of your voice has much to do with love.
Well, I love it.
I love sucking the middle bits out of walnut whips, but that doesn't mean I have the right to make everybody else listen to me do it. Take it away.
So do I. When I eat a walnut whip, I bite the top off and just lick out the cream first because it's the best bit. I do the same with cream eggs.
Cup of tea, Pat? You're all right. Look a bit down.
Don't be silly, Maggie. I'm just a dowdy old drab with the sex appeal of a toilet brush. Why on earth would I feel down?
Sergeant Dawkins, I'm back from Scotland Yard. Were there any messages for me while I was at Scotland Yard?
No, Inspector Grimm.
Good. Good.
He's such a twat.
No messages from Scotland Yard then. Just have been at Scotland Yard, I thought there might be.
Have you? You've been at Scotland Yard. You should have mentioned it.
Good.
Inspector Grimm.
Yes, I've been to Scotland Yard. Scotland Yard. It's not such a big deal. I wish people wouldn't keep going on about it. This business of yobbos nicking cars for major villains. Big worry for the boys at Scotters.
Scotters?
That's why they sent for Grimm of Gasford.
Yes. Well, we're still holding one of the hooligans. Perhaps you'd like to...
All in good time after I've had my lunch, Fowler. Right? Did you book somewhere nice?
Of course I did, sir. The pizza, not 2 litres.
Pizza.
Thank you, Constable Habib. No chocky hobnobs.
I'm afraid not, sir. Only rich tea.
Well, perhaps that's as it should be.
You should get some of these.
Perhaps a man who has failed in his duty to society doesn't deserve his choice of bicky.
How's that, sir?
That lad
These,
we're
Simon.
holding in the interview room.
I was holding it like that.
Arrogant, rude, opinionated, unpleasant. He could be my own son.
You think so, sir?
Yes, I do. Tomorrow, perhaps, it will be my boy. The lad we've collared comes from a broken home, just like my lad.
Broken home? It's a terrible thing to say, sir. Lots of couples split up. It doesn't mean their kids are going to turn out to be louts.
True. I suppose the first 6 children in line to the throne come from broken homes.
That's right, sir. Can't see much chance of us pulling William and Harry for taken without consent.
Thank you, Constable Habib. You have a wise head on those young shoulders.
I'd like to say something else, if that's all right, Inspector.
Very well, Constable. What is it?
Well, it's none of my business, but I think you might worry a bit less about your old relationships and a bit more about your current one.
Sergeant Dawkins, you mean?
No.
I know it's not my place to interfere, sir, but, well, she does seem very low.
Yes, well, perhaps you're right. Thank you for bringing this matter to my attention, Constable. I will act on information received.
Will you?
Sorry about trying to kill you last night, Inspector. I didn't mean no harm by it.
No. Well, contrition is the first step to rehabilitation. What you have to do now is smarten yourself up. Think positively. Exercise, fresh air, plenty of roughage.
And stop taking heroin.
Yeah.
Yes, well, I think that has to be very much a factor in the new you. Good luck in court. Patricia,
Yes.
I would rather drink from the bladder of a baboon than say what I'm about to say.
Baboon.
However, I've decided that it is unfair of me to ignore your frustrations any longer. I have been selfish.
People have to work at relationships. It's like anything in life. You get out what you put in,
Exactly so.
and you haven't put anything in
Yes.
for a long time.
And I've therefore decided that possibly one day, as a very last resort, once we've tried acupuncture, oyster diets, and watching late-night Channel 4, that I might possibly consent to us visiting some form of sex therapist.
Thank you, Raymond. I'll phone and see if she can see us this lunchtime.
How quick.
Please, please, please believe me. Talking about sex is not embarrassing.
Beanbag.
Nipple, flap, bottom, hide the sausage. I'm not remotely embarrassed.
So very much on your own there, then.
Last night I did it bent backwards over the sitting room puff.
Oh!
You're doing
something like that is as normal and ordinary as saying good morning.
I don't want to hear about you bending over backwards.
That's because you're repressed.
No, I just want to keep my dinner down.
Don't be hostile, Raymond. We agreed to give it a try.
The first principle of sex therapy is sex deprivation.
Well, she's had
You must
plenty of
agree
that.
not to have sex, to deny each other all physical contact. Do you think you can do that for me?
Patricia, this woman's costing us £40.
Right. Now, tomorrow I want you to come in wearing only your underwear. You will sit facing each other, but won't touch each other. This way, the spark of desire will be rekindled through deprivation and denial. After which, of course, the licking can start. Please, don't worry. In order that no one should feel embarrassed, I, too, will be wearing only underwear.
Oh, it won't be licking they'll be starting. It'll be vomiting.
Of course, by the end of the week, we shall all be completely naked. Hang on, let's not wait. Let's do it now.
I knew there was some kind of hidden agenda to do with the sex therapist. You know, anything to make sure he doesn't have to go back. Oh dear. Anyway, that's the end. Oh, well, that was one of the best episodes so far. Absolutely piss funny, hilarious. I love the innuendo jokes. You know, it's a very good series, this. I'm really enjoying it. That sex therapist, though. There's no way that she's qualified in any kind of real therapy. She's just a con, that, you know. You're basically just saying you're gonna get naked in this room eventually and lick each other in front of me. I think she's more of a pervert than a therapist. Anyway, that is the end of another episode of The Thin Blue Line. And, well, it quite possibly could be the best episode so far. I really, really enjoyed it. It was very funny. So, yes, that will bring to an end this video. I hope you all enjoyed my reaction, and I hope you're enjoying this series as a whole so far. This week, quite possible that there will be one, maybe two series ending The Young Ones and Father Ted. And then by next week, well, actually, I don't know. But it could be that two series are over by the end of this week. I'm gonna try and concentrate on the series that are almost finished, actually, over the next month or so. Because I want to make way for new shows. I've got some ideas. Yep. And I'm still considering doing a poll. Anyway, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So thanks everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks to everybody on the Patreon, and if you're watching on YouTube, feel free to come and join us over there. And remember, there's a free 7-day trial available in every tier, so you can try any tier you want for free for a week. You know, there's no limit to accessing the free trial. You get everything, so you really get to see what it's like. And I'll be offering the free trial in all tiers for the foreseeable future. So you can really get a sense of what it's like to be a member. Gives you the best perspective. So feel free to go and take advantage of that special offer sort of thing. Anyway, that's it. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you're having a great week so far, and I'll see you all in the next one.